Okay, for your video editing project, you are going to create a 60-second video using multiple clips. The requirements do require you to use at least 3 videos, but you may end up using more than that, especially since it's 60 seconds. You can also use any still images that you want, so you can combine the two. But you have to have at least the 60 seconds with 3 videos. You're also going to need to use a transition in it. So in between 2 of the videos, you need to have a transition. Now, depending on what kind of video you're creating and how you want it to feel, you may want to use multiple transitions. Okay, so just keep that in mind. What this video should be is either a background for your final project for your characters or some element that's going to go into that animation. So it's really up to you how you do it. For example, with mine, I could have put it, I'm going to have my room kind of zoom out or fade out and then show this video, and then it's going to zoom back in on it. So I'm using it as a majority of my background, but I could have also had it just kind of playing through that window if I wanted to, so that you could see what was going on outside the window and make it a little bit more realistic. So you have those different ways of doing this. So that's what you're going to have to decide on how you're going to have this used. Okay, so let's go through what mine looks like just so you can kind of see. So here is my video. So like I said, it has to be at least 60, or it has to be 60 seconds. You need to edit it to 60 seconds. I used multiple videos, so I ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos. The first and the last one are the same video. Um, so what I wanted was that my bear and my doll are going to float across this landscape, and the landscape is going to change so it looks like they're floating through multiple cities or countries or whatever in this dreamland, okay? So I cut them all down to be about the same length. My first and my last one's just a little bit longer because of the way that I'm going to have the room in front of it. But you can also see in between each one, these little gold boxes. These are my video transitions. Now you can simply right click in between them and do the default transition, or I suggest come up here under effects and video transitions. If you do the drop down, here's a whole bunch of different transitions to choose from. I picked personally, I wanted them to flow very nicely into each other. So I did the film dissolve and it just kind of like fades from one into the next. But there's a lot of different ones you can choose from depending on the look you want to create. Now, I also suggest if you're not sure what you kind of look you want, you can simply click on one of these and drag it down there and try it. And if you don't like it, just click a different one and drag and put it on top of it, or delete the first one and put the second one in there. So you can try them. They're not permanent. Okay. So we have, you have 60 seconds, at least 1 transition and 3 videos, but now you need to know how to turn it in. So you're going to come up and do file, and you'll do save as like we normally do, and go ahead and name it whatever you need to name it. You're going to save it as a PROJ file. So that's the Premiere Pro file, and hit save wherever you want to save it to. Remember to save it with the videos or in close proximity with the videos so that everything kind of works together. And then I'm going to hit, you would hit save. I'm going to hit cancel. I don't need to save it again. And then you're going to come up here to file and go to export and media. And your media encoder should open. Okay, once it decides to pop up, you're going to have this screen kind of pop up. You're going to want to change your format to H.264. Your preset, we're going to go down to the YouTube 720 setting. So you do the drop down and the YouTube 720. Save output name, you're going to save it to wherever you're wanting it to go to. So I want mine to be in this folder. And hit save. And then you're going to come down here to queue. And once you go to queue, that's whenever it's going to open up in Adobe Media Encoder. And remember, this stuff usually takes it a minute. Then you should see the H.264, the YouTube 720. as well as where you told it to save to, and you simply click on the little green button right here, and then you're going to see it rendering down here at the bottom. Make sure you kind of keep an eye on that little box once it pops up, because you want to make sure that you can see all of your videos and there's nothing missing. Okay, I'm not going to go through this step because I already have this step done, but I am going to show you what my video does look like. So it's going to look like this, and I'm going to play it through for you. And I did just realize what I showed you was the original version of this, which was 2 minutes long. This was twice as long as what yours should be. So I did the same thing. I just went back into my Premiere and I cut all of these down by half. I cut all my videos by half and just re-rendered it so that it was a minute long. So please don't get discouraged by how long that one was. It is only 60 seconds. Okay, if you have any, you're going to turn in that MP4 file for this project. If you have any questions, please just shoot me an email and we'll see if we can get you an answer.